my name is Nikki and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time, but I was a bit stuck on trying to decide what my YouTube channel should be about. So I thought that for the first video, I'm going to talk about something which I love doing. And if you follow me on Instagram, you would know this because I post about it like every second day. And that thing is krump. Okay, yeah, don't krump like that, but yeah, you get what I mean. So today, for my first ever video, I'm gonna talk to you about 5 things I wish I knew when I first started krump. So let's get to it. Number 1. Now, I just want to say before I say it, this first point is mostly dedicated to the people who chose krump as their first form of freestyle. Number 1, you're probably going to be bad at it for the first 3 to 4 years. And that's totally okay. Embrace it. Learn to love being a beginner. Fail forward. For me, krump was my first form of freestyle. I used to be a choreography dancer before krump. And it is a really hard style to start with, let me tell you that. And honestly, I did not get the groove down within krump for like the first 3 years. It took me that long just to learn how to actually groove. Just keep in mind that great things take time, especially if krump is your first form of freestyle. It's probably going to take you a lot longer than the average person who is a freestyler if they were to get into krump. When I first started krump, there were a lot of freestylers in the game who started as well. And they had a whole heap of freestyle dance experience and I didn't. And I used to always compare myself to them. That brings me to point number 2. Do not compare yourself to anybody else's journey except for your own. I used to always look at other krumpers and go, oh my God, they've been krumping for like 2 years and I've been krumping for 2 years and they're so much better than me. But in reality, we should never ever be comparing ourselves to other people, even if we have the same journey in dance, because the reality is that leveling up with dance actually requires a lot more than just dance training. It's also got to do with like your upbringing, the people you hang out with, the past traumas you've been through, like all of those things come to play. So never ever compare yourself to anybody else's journey because you have most likely lived a completely different life to them. So there's no point in having any comparison whatsoever. If you want to compare yourself to someone, compare yourself to you. So take footage of yourself when you first started and then a couple months later, look back and watch that footage and look at your process. Compare your progress. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry. But yeah, compare your progress. I'm currently getting into other styles of dance, and that's what I've been doing with like animation and popping. I've been filming all of the rounds that I used to do a few months back, and I look at them now and I'm like, wow, I've improved so much. So 100% recommend to film yourself and compare yourself to only you, because you are your only competition. Number 3, focus on being consistent. Don't focus on trying to attain accolades. This is something a krump judge once told me in 2018, and that krump judge was Slam. Y'all might have heard of him. So in 2018, I made it to the finals for the first time ever, twice in a row at 2 major events in Oceania. So it was like Australian EBS qualifier and then the New Zealand krump international females division. So I made it to the finals twice in a row, but I was absolutely gutted that I did not win. And he came up to me afterwards and he said, Nikki, do not be upset that you have made it to the finals twice in a row, because it is better to be consistent and be making it to the finals multiple times in a row than it is to randomly win once and then never be heard about ever again. And then he went on to say, focus on being consistent. Don't focus on trying to win things. And I was like, oh. And he was so right, because when you do focus on being consistent, you end up leveling up even more anyways. And a few months later, I ended up winning my first event because I just started to focus on being consistent rather than trying to focus so hard on winning. Focus on being consistent. So just go to the session, show up, do your lab, research, know your history, ask questions, you know, all of those things have to do with learning and being consistent, always representing at events. All of those things come into play as well. That's better than just randomly winning one event and then no one ever knowing who the hell you are. Rep your shit. Number 4, okay, time to talk about big homies. Don't go choosing your big homie just because they're a really good dancer, okay? And don't choose them just because they have some real cool like status quo or something, okay? Choose them based off the connection that you have with them. So a big homie, a little homie connection is supposed to be like family. So make sure you have that connection and establish that connection first before anything else. That's the most important thing. When I first started krump, I was so badly wanting to go on to people based off their status in the community, and also because they were such good dancers, and I was like, I want to learn from them. But now I've come to realize that connection with your big homie is like the most important thing. Number 5, more big homie talk. Did you guys hear that? That was a really loud car. Anyways, don't rely on your big homie to teach you absolutely everything, okay? Go out and learn from other people, lab in your own time, watch documentaries, watch footage, take online classes. There's so many other ways you can learn. Don't be putting all that pressure onto your big homie. The reason being because you really want to learn how to learn yourself. You need to learn how to actually attain knowledge all on your own as well, because that's what's going to make you a much more independent dancer. I'm not saying don't listen to your big homie. I'm saying don't rely on them for absolutely all knowledge, because that was very much what I was like when I first started krump. I was like constantly like messaging my big homie like, when are we gonna lab? You never lab me up. Like, I've been waiting for 4 weeks now. Like, I should have just been labbing myself. I should have been taking more classes. I should have been watching YouTube videos. I should have been going to all the sessions. Like, I was relying so much on my big homie. So yeah, learn to just take your own initiative as well.
Yeah, big homie, little homie stuff. He's a grown man, I'm a grown man, we got separate lives, but it's just like your big brother who brought you into the game. Like the big homie, the role, it doesn't mean like I'm your son. It's just like that. You brought me into this. What you make of it is what you make of it. People got the phrase big homie mixed up. They look at it as a stepping stone or just a passing through thing, or I need you for now. But this, before, it was just fam. I'm gonna give you what I got, and you're gonna do whatever you're gonna do with it, and you're gonna create a platform for other people. That's a big homie. Now he's a big homie. And you see the lineage, bang, bang, bang. You feel what I'm saying? He came from being, he's a big homie. He brought people into this, but it started from here. This is like you get like a whole tree with the branches and the leaves right here, standing in front of you. Generation. You feel what I'm saying? This is like 3 generations of eyes right here. So you have an opportunity to be a part of that as a big homie or as a builder, as an innovator. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't stop.
Just a little bonus one, number 6, just cause. This one is just a little reminder for all the ladies in the krump movement. I just want you guys to know that that raw emotion is actually so beautiful, okay? And I wish somebody would have told me this when I first started krump, because I actually used to do a lot of modeling and acting before I started getting heavily into krump. And I feel like I was super afraid to completely let go and just express myself in krump because I was so afraid of like looking ugly. But now I've come to realize that all those crazy facials and all those expressions and all of that sort of stuff is actually super empowering, and to feel empowered is to feel beautiful. So yeah, krump is beautiful, embrace it, and I hope it makes you feel empowered, because it certainly has helped me in so many ways. But yeah, embrace all of you in this dance. It's going to teach you so much about yourself. So that's all I have. That is my 5 things I wish I knew about krump when I first started. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be posting more krump related and street dance related YouTube videos, but you can also expect a whole heap of other things from me because I have so many different interests. Thanks so much for taking the time out to watch this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!